Hello everyone, I am Debashish and with me is Shomik Chakraborty. We are just one slip away from the all-important second test match between India and South Africa to be played here at the Assam Cricket Association Stadium in Guwahati. Obviously, Indian team had an optional practice session with three players turning up. KL Rahul, Sai Sudharsan and Yashasvi Jaiswal. But the biggest talking point in the Indian camp is Rishabh Pant will be leading the Indian team in this all-important test match. As far as the South African team is concerned, Kagiso Rabada has been ruled out. Lungi Ngidi in all probability will make way in for although Kagiso Rabada did not play in that first test match in Kolkata, but Lungi Ngidi might come in for Corbin Bosch. And with me to talk about it, Shomikda, first up, what an occasion will it be for Rishabh Pant captaining India in a test match for the first time?
Devashish, I'm coming to Rishabh Pant after a while. To start with, finally, the official release from the BCCI came regarding Shubman Gill. At 12:21 p.m., the official media advisory was put out, and it said Team India captain Shubman Gill, who suffered a neck injury during the first test against South Africa, has been ruled out of the second test in Guwahati. Gill suffered a neck injury on day 2 of the Kolkata test and was taken to hospital for examination. After the end of day's play, he was kept under observation and discharged the next day. He travelled to Guwahati on 19th November 2025. Unfortunately, he was not fully fit to feature in the second test and will head to Mumbai for further assessment of his injury. Rishabh Pant will lead the team in the second test in Gill's absence, something we broke the story 3 days back. Right. Now, Shubman Gill, I think he has already reached Mumbai. There, he will have a consultation with Dr. Dinsha Pardiwala. And then he will leave for home. I mean, he has already left. He has already left the Indian squad, Indian camp. And I mean, along the way, his injury would be assessed. The one-day series starts on November 30. We need to see if he plays that series, whether by then if he is fit or if he opts out. We have to keep an eye on that. That is the first part. Number 2, coming to Rishabh Pant, as you have mentioned, what an occasion indeed. In 2018, at this venue, Guwahati. In Guwahati, Rishabh Pant made his ODI debut. Here, he is now the India's test captain, although it's one-off and it's not the ideal scenario, like Rishabh Pant said at the press conference, but then it's a huge honor. Leading in your country in test cricket, as Rishabh said, he is thankful to the BCCI for giving him this opportunity. And I mean, for a player, leading your country in a test cricket is the biggest honor. So Rishabh Pant would see a different bit of captaincy style. Shubman Gill is pretty conventional in terms of his captaincy. He likes to stick to convention. Pant would be a bit like his batting. Although at the press conference, I asked him, what would be your captaincy style? Will it be conventional or will you go by instincts? So he said it would be a mix and match, in the sense I will stick to convention, but there would be some out-of-the-box stuff also. So you can it would be a bit like his batting. He made a mistake, although he said that he doubled down on his decision to start with spinners from both ends on the third morning in the first test in Kolkata. But I mean, he made a mistake. Jasprit Bumrah should have started from at one end. But then again, that's water under the bridge. So we are not going back. Now for Rishabh Pant and for the Indian team, this is a huge game, in the sense they cannot afford to lose. If they lose this game, it would be another whitewash. So India will suffer 2 whitewashes, home whitewashes, in a span of 12 months, 12 odd months, and which has never happened in Indian cricket before. We expect, Devashish, you were there at the press conference also, and Rishabh spoke about the pitch And as he said that he expects this pitch to be better as far as batting is concerned. So your observation, your
Obviously,
assessment.
it does have a tinge of green, but there is a bit of grass left. Obviously, that grass is max 5 mm,
5 mm, 6
6 mm. So that is more so to bind the soil. But I think it will favor the fast bowlers initially, because remember, this test match will be starting at 9 a.m. in the morning, considering the conditions here in these parts. But initially, the team that win toss, one would assume that they would bat first. But how challenging will it be that half an hour early start to counter the fast bowlers?
See, take the pitch out of the equation. To paraphrase or to borrow from Ravi Shastri, "Bond mein jaye pitch," right? So the thing is that for the first 2 hours, whoever bat first, batting would be, because of the overhead conditions, batting would be challenging. At this venue, Asham Sema, Krishna Das, if you talk to him, he would tell you that the seamers get assistance, and Krishna Das used to get a bag full of wickets playing for Assam in the Ranji Trophy. So the thing, for the first 2 hours at least, seamers will, will get purchase from the conditions. And as regards the batting here on day one, give the first 2 hours to the bowlers. The next 4 hours could be yours. That should be the approach.
Right. Shomida, talking about the team composition, obviously we have said it yesterday also in the video that Sai Sudharsan in all probability will make his way in instead of Shubman Gill. But do you reckon that Nitish Kumar Reddy also have a very good chance, which we have been saying?
I think so. Because Sai Sudharsan, is an obvious replacement for Shubman Gill, and mind, he will bat at number 3. It is his customary position, and he will bat at number 3. Now, Rishabh Pant, unlike the batting coach Sitang Shikhar had said, we are aware of the fact that we have a lot of left-handers in our batting lineup. So from that point of view, I think the logical selection would be Nitish Kumar Reddy in the middle order, down the order, in place of Akshar Patel, because 4 spinners on this pitch could be a luxury. Akshar, although he is a spin bowling all-rounder, but I think a third seamer, given the conditions here, an early morning moisture would be there for all 5 days. So an extra seamer in Nitish Kumar Reddy, although he bowls diddly-dobbly medium pace, but still you have someone who can bowl seam up. So from that point of view, that would be a logical call.
Right. Let's just focus on to South African team. Obviously, the big news coming from South African camp is that Kagiso Rabada will be missing the second test match. He also missed the first test match in Kolkata. But Lungi Ngidi, who flew in from South Africa and joined the side in Kolkata, do you reckon that adds more firepower to the South African fast bowling unit, given that they already have in the likes of Marco Jansen and Juan Mulder?
Yeah, Lungi Ngidi is an experienced bowler. He is a very good bowler. And Lungi Ngidi has Temba Bavuma. You also were there at the Temba Bavuma's press conference. He dropped a clear hint saying, talking about Corbin Bosch, that it would be unfair to expect so much so early from a young seamer like Corbin Bosch. Corbin Bosch is a very good batsman. You can, if we recall his partnership, that 44-run partnership in the second innings with Temba Bavuma in the second innings, that was a game changer in fact. So that 44 runs, that came back to bite India hard. So, but Kagish, he is a specialist player. He is a specialist seamer, and it will definitely add to South African seam bowling power. And I think, look, South Africa are picking the specialist, and Test cricket is meant for the specialists.
Yeah, obviously, but talking about Temba Bavuma, what an inspirational captain he has been for South Africa. Means winning the World Test Championship final, and if they go on to win a series from India, that will be perhaps an icing on the cake, a feather in Bavuma's cap as a captain of South Africa. Huge challenge for the South African captain.
Not challenge. South Africa, even if India come back and square the series, South Africa will leave these swords with the satisfaction they haven't lost, and they have drawn the series, which is sort of a moral victory for them. They are already one up, and they cannot lose the series, and that will give them a bit of an advantage. from the psychological point of view. So they can play more freely. They can play more freely. The pressure is on India. The pressure is not on South Africa. Although Babuma said we sort of we play every game to win, but the thing is that they will be ready to face whatever challenges come their way. But I think the pressure is on India.
Yes, as Shomik rightly said, the pressure will be on India, the host, to win this test match and level the series. But coming back to the first test match being staged here in Guwahati, huge occasion for Assam Cricket Association. You have already watched Debajit Saikia, BCCI Secretary's interview with Shomik and where he mentioned that it's a momentous occasion. And so a lot of program has been planned. Obviously, there will be a national anthem followed by a special coin toss, the special coin for the toss, and also a line of activities. Your take?
And I think the turnout will be pretty decent. In fact, they are expecting a full house both on Saturday and Sunday, especially on Sunday. They're expecting a full house. This is for the first time Guwahati has been hosting a test match, and it's a real badge of honor for any cricket center. So from that point of view, people here love their cricket, and we expect this to be a very good test match, and we don't expect to be a 3-day finish.
Yes, we would all expect that the match does not end up in 3 days. But obviously, the huge challenge for Rishabh Pant and the Indian team to win this test match and level the series. Whether India can do it over the next 5 days, we have to wait and watch. So that's it for now. That's the wrap up for the whole day. This is me, Debashis, along with Shomik Chakraborty, signing out outside the ACS Stadium here in Guwahati. Keep watching Revsportz to get all the updates throughout our coverage from the second test match. Keep watching Revsportz.
Thank you.